My brother and I have been searching for a Minecraft base to flip for money for the last 5 minutes. And we actually just stumbled upon this base literally in the middle of nowhere. On the inside, there's 2 signs. And it says, if you found this base, it's yours. Bro, somebody just like made a little miniature log cabin. And I think it'd be pretty sick if my brother and I try to flip it and see if we can sell it to other players for some money. First off, I'm gonna clean out everything in here. The problem here, guys, is I don't know if we're gonna be able to pull this off because it is such a tiny base. And that means there's like an immense amount of work that needs, oh my God, all of this had stuff in it, dude.
My main objective right now is to clear out the trees to the left of the house because this is where we're going to expand the log cabin to fill this entire area. Unfortunately though, I've just realized the land kind of completely slopes down here. So in order to expand this house out, we're actually going to have to basically terraform all of the earth over this way, which is going to be a much bigger undertaking than I had originally thought.
A little bit of front door barrel storage, bro. That's why, like when you're leaving to go out into nature, out in the woods, you got yourself one of these back here. That looks clean. One thing's for sure, the back wall here can be opened up and expanded. Actually, I'm gonna take the whole wall out, and instead of turning it into windows here, I'm gonna take a little risk and try to push this deeper to make this room just a little bit bigger. So there, you see what I'm saying, guys? You walk in, beautiful view. What I'd like to do is create an exit door here, maybe some crafting tables. So let's go ahead and get creative, or get crafty, because we need a crafting table. That's so funny. And then we'll create some spruce little dungeon doors here, maybe even a torture dungeon here today for old time's sake. Line it up with cobblestone, just like this, double doors. Then you outline this entire thing right here in a little bit of cobblestone to give it a beautiful highlight piece. Bro, oh my God, this is one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen in my entire life. It obviously needs some improvement here. I think this will then expand and connect to the rest of the base. So instead of putting a door here, we turn this into the new floor, which is going to end up being like just these dark planks.
Okay guys, I am currently building the staircase that is going to lead up to the new grand entrance for the base. I need some fences because we're actually going to be making a railing out front, and I have a lot of spruce stuff already prepared. This is what the new addition looks like. As you can see, it is going to be a massive grand staircase. I really do think people on this server just want things to be big, and that's just going to increase the value.
Okay, I'm gonna get rid of this carpet here. Done. Now, I do want to get the ceiling completed here. This to me is gonna be the best because I think that's a great ceiling height, to be honest. All right, let's get definitely a fireplace in here. A fireplace could fit in this glass right here. That'd be a really crazy look, like a really interesting design, but I really like the concept of that. And then right in front of it, you have some beautifully uncomfortable but fashionable stone seats. I think the red carpet belongs here. I do feel like some furnaces will go a long way in this base, and then a smoker right in the center. I don't know if you're gonna be wanting to smoke inside the house.
Now, I have absolutely no plan for the build today, but you know what? I just kind of feel like I get into a flow state, and you know what? Good things usually come out of that. So that is exactly what I will be aiming to do today. And I don't know if we want to take it even higher. I think we do, but for now, I'm going to slope up the roof from either side to basically get a nice little feel of where the roof is going to be going to.
Let's go back to our base. What I'd like to do here then is blow Isaac's mind by making something better than him. It's got to go back one because we've got to put like a little cage in front of it. Then we go all the way around it with our exotic deep slate brick, and it's going to create a chimney. So, I mean, technically, if I want to do this right, it's going to end up being this like really weird, like hollow chimney that goes all the way up. I don't know if that's going to look good or not. Let's try this. It's still not perfect, but it is a little better. Bam, bam. You've got yourself a fireplace, and we've got ourselves a couple extra details here, all right, to make this room extra functional. And I do like the idea of turning some of this area down here to a secret barrel zone. I think we could do like a little, something like this, a little extra detail. And
you know what I'm thinking?
One of those things in front of you, one of those little tables you have in front of your chairs, and the carpet wraps around it like that. Then you can put your drinks on that table. Oh, wow, that's very cozy. A unique design, modern yet unmodern. Let's see what Isaac's worked on so far. Isaac, let's see what you've done in the time I built a fireplace.
Zach, I'm going big today.
Oh my God. The entire previous base is now just a small addition to that. That is gorgeous.
Thank you, man. I just feel like I have a connection to the wood. I see the grain.
What do you think of my addition over here?
Should the chimney come in? I don't think the glass should be right here.
I think you're correct about that. Like that.
I think it would look, do you have any of those bricks?
No, I'm out. That's the problem. I got no more. Maybe if I go to my stone cutter, I could create them. Let's try this. I could actually leave it like that and then potentially come in and add like the slightest little hint of detail there with some wood. That does look a little better, I think, what Isaac suggested. Okay.
All right, so on either side, guys, I think we're just gonna put fences right here for a little log cabin window. And then in the middle part, we have to figure out this little area. But for now, we'll just fill it in with some spruce planks. And then I think we can go back and detail it in a little bit.
It seems like bro is taking it up. How that would connect to this area, unless there's going to be a basement, which we could do. In fact, we should do. So what what's cool about it is this is literally like a guest cabin. Like almost you come in here, you have a guest suite, you chill. That'll be a little outdoor section. And then if you want, you walk on over to this area, which becomes your own personal private balcony. And then these all become little individual bedrooms, right? Maybe. And then this moves. So you put this on the window and then you can close the window for some privacy. And then this could also be a bedroom balcony.
All right, guys, the front of our log cabin is coming along. And maybe we'll mess with the roof a little bit there, and maybe we'll add a few more details to the front, but I'm happy with it for now. So I'm actually going to start taking the inside floor back so we can start getting the actual walls and roof on this entire build. And we're actually going to be using slabs for the floor to save some wood today. Conserving the wood in any way possible is very important today.
And then the bedrooms would need to be set up so that there's a hallway that walks, and then the bedrooms. Okay, that's gonna be really tiny, but they'd be like bunk beds. That'd be kind of fun. Let's just see it. Let's just send it and see what happens, you know? Because if it did work, like if you're a kid, you're staying here, bro, you're loving it. Okay, let's try this bunk bed design. Let's see if we can pull this off. It might not be as bad as I think, because I could put a bunk bed right there and then a ladder that would go up here and then the second bunk bed on top of it. I don't know. I think it actually might work. Finally, though, we've got ourselves an actual bunk bed setup in here. I'm gonna see if there's any more utility, though, I could give this room.
All right, guys, I am currently shaping out the roof. Oh my gosh, I just keep falling down. We're actually going to be sloping the roof kind of similar to the way this is shaped, because if we bring it all the way to the point, the inside is going to be a lot more hard to detail.
So the dungeon then leads to the common area out here. I don't want to work on the other bedroom yet, because honestly, low-key, it was just super hard to do. So I'm gonna just close it off for now and come back and finish this later. Before I add on the next room, I want to collect my daily rewards here because I actually have some keys and a cow spawner. I'm going to go back to Industrial Avenue really quick, guys. Put this up in the cow spawning zone. And let's go ahead and warp to the crates here. Maybe we'll get lucky today like we did like literally 5 episodes ago and maybe get something useful. So we're going to open up our daily. Junk! Raw chicken, bro? Are you serious? Absolute scam. We want to get some bushes up front too, I feel like. The spruce leaves would look best. Let's strip these trees naked. Oh man, I'm really worried that we took off more than we can chew. Like, it doesn't look bad so far, but I'm just concerned that if we don't sell this, we're gonna be out so much money and time on this. We'll get rid of that, I think. You know what? I don't mind that. That's not too bad. I keep that looking good and clean, and then we'll do some privacy bushes for the balconies here.
All right, now that I have all of the roof shaped through here, I'm actually going to go through now and put down the floor, and then we'll bring out the walls, and this will be basically done. And boom, boom, boom. We're almost done with the floor here, and then I'm gonna bring up the walls around the outside. We'll get the walls in, then I gotta go up top and put the stairs down so that the roof doesn't just look like a bunch of random blocks everywhere.
I want to make the backyard. Like, that's the part I need to make still. It looks horrendous. And like, oh, what the crap, Isaac, is this? Why is it so thick? Bro, built Noah's Ark out here. My God. So I'm going to make the backyard mostly out of cobblestone, just like this. And it's going to be kind of like a little chilling outdoor zone, a little patio. Let's see if it ends up looking how I hope. A little bit worried about this one because the patio design could really end up being bad looking here. I'm going to make this another dual-sided fireplace because I think that's one of the greatest designs ever. I would like to put iron bars there, but I think glass makes more sense because then the cold's gonna seep in. You gotta think about these details, man. Someone has to. This is our new back patio station. And if I just complement it by reversing the wood and putting down some spruce back here, we could really create another seating area on this side that matches kind of the other one that we made. And then we could create a lot of like outdoor cooking stuff that are actually gonna be useful.
I'm just roughly putting together the shape of the living room that I want. I'm assuming LoverFella will come in here later, say it looks like trash and then fix it, but then he'll have my vision of what I want this place to look like. I'm also wondering on the front here, guys, if we should do something like this where we put the grass in each corner and then throw a little trap door on the front of it. So that way we have like a little planter box there. Adding a little bit of greenery to the base, I think would really make it pop a little bit better.
I'm just trying to place stuff just to get my inventory cleared up right now. I got way too much going on. This is gonna be your grilling zone right out here if you're a big grilling dude. But what I really care about is not the functionality of it. I really just care about how it looks from the inside. And to me, I don't like it because it seems like it needs to extend over an entire another one on that side because I think I made it uneven. So that's fantastic. I love when I do that.
All right, Lover has been quiet for a while.
Love that for me.
That's very unusual for him. That kind of makes me think that he is absolutely just struggling on what to build down there.
So fun.
Some days he gets a little lost when he's down there building. And technically, as I'm building the top here, guys, the roof of the inside stops right here and the actual outside roof keeps going. So there's going to be a little attic here. But guys, the last house flip showed us that the house is all that matters when you're selling a property. Nobody cares about the landscaping. I mean, all they want is a big house. Nobody cares about the way the grass looks on the outside. So
what do you think of what I did? So I extended this out down here.
That's a nice little outdoor courtyard right there.
I think I did a good job on it. You're gonna have to find a way though to connect this downstairs to my building.
Well, to be honest, like, you've been doing so good on the interiors today. I figured that like that would be your job.
Yeah, I'm gonna do this. Fill that up. I got an idea. We need a staircase that leads down to the next level, and I think the best way to do that is somehow squeeze it in here. We can't really go that way. I cannot destroy the bedroom. If I did it over here, hey, that might be what we're looking for.
All right, so we elected to go with flower pots on the front of the base here, and I think spruce saplings are going to be the perfect little addition because they basically match the wood color that we have around here, and they're just gonna really look nice compared to like a random flower that we could have used. Okay, this is looking really nice now. I'm going through and adding some trap doors to the base of these pillars just to make it look like there's even more depth.
So I think the staircase right here is gonna be the most logical location for stairs. But putting it in is extremely difficult and challenging. I don't dislike this. You know, to me, this speaks to me a little bit. This isn't terrible. All right, you're able to walk up right here. You're able to walk down right here. It leads you right down to the little dungeon. I don't love like the location though. Like the way it doesn't really meet the bottom comfortably. I guess the only thing I could really do here is then just extend this out a little bit.
A few moments later.
All right, guys, it's been basically 30 minutes of nonstop building random crap. And here's what we did. We added on to the floor. We added on the entire second half of this building. And now the building is freaking massive.
Dude, we have done the complete opposite of what we did last time, Zach. No landscaping, all build. That's what we need to do.
We are learning from our past mistakes. This is pure build. Also, we need to do more interior detailing as well.
Yeah.
So this is an absolutely beautiful cabin window right here. This is gonna give you another gorgeous view of the landscape. And then as far as interior decoration goes, I'm gonna go add some detail in here. So we could do a couple of these. Let's go ahead and get our crafting table. Every room needs a crafting table as far as I'm concerned. Now we'll get some roof decorations in here. With so many barrels, I do feel like these would look really cool. Since we have 9, we could do 3 there. Bam. All right, that looks fantastic. And then in the middle, I think a painting or something would look really cool there. Maybe we can bring this all the way down now.
I don't know. I mean,
I guess that's okay. A little bit exotic, you know? Gets the job done. How about that? Actually, that's actually kind of sick. That was an accident. Every block that I placed there was an accident. But this actually looks like an intentionally designed shelf that you could put stuff on. Oh, but it all floats, dude. And then the back wall here, to me, the entire design again is gonna need to become glass for me, I think. Okay, so what I wanted though was like some decorative pieces. I brought back a couple of brewing stands, put a little one of these in the middle.
All right, guys, it is snowing and it is looking amazing at this base. We need to make sure that when we sell this thing, it is snowing out because you can't tell me that this doesn't just have a magical feel right now. LoverFella left this to me now. I have to do the interior. Oh, he's already here. Oh, and he has red carpet too.
Oh, you got red too. I was like a big area rug right here I think would look so good.
I think we got to switch the furniture to dark oak though. That was what I was going to come in here and do.
This is kind of looking nice.
Do you have snow turned on, by the way?
No, but I see it and it's gorgeous, isn't it? You got the sunset. This is the $1 million view right here. I mean, that is incredible to see.
Okay, I feel like I'm gonna rip out your little brewing stands here. I feel like it's messing with the vibes.
Really? Okay. Oh, but yeah, I think that's a good idea. Let's get some build hacks in this room. This would be pretty dope. All right, I'm gonna try to make a moose head down here. Actually, it might look good upstairs, right up here. I know you guys are gonna hate me because I learned recently y'all hate birch. I think it doesn't look too bad, all right? I'll be honest. I think it's a fine block. So there is your basic moose shape, I think. Something like that. All right, guys, over the past couple of minutes, Isaac and I have added some details of the base that I think are gonna help it sell. Some moss carpet, some green. Then we added a fence and some other tiny stuff here. What we're doing now is Isaac's in the backyard working on expanding the basement to an actual walk-down garden that connects to the balcony, while I am gonna try to turn this into a library. So I've got a bunch of bookshelves here that I was able to craft from our giant sugarcane farm. So I was thinking I could kind of use these as like interesting bookshelf holders. I think it's kind of cool. So I'm gonna try the same thing over here, and this needs to be pushed back. You see, the problem is that I'm seeing is as I start to build this library, there's a lot of asymmetry inside this base. I can't break that, so it's gonna be uneven. As long as it's kind of even, I guess, is what matters. Kind of cool.
I am gonna build a fern garden. Okay, so step 1 of building a fern garden is going to be replacing all this dirt that I'm digging out with this podzol that I got from underneath the giant spruce mega trees. So you know what? First things first, we gotta get this down and then we can plant our rows of ferns.
I think here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to make actual rows of books that you can walk in between. So I'm gonna see how this ends up looking. I'm gonna have a path here that's wide enough so you're comfortable, put 2 in between, and then I think I want to leave a gap here so you can walk back. So it's going to be an actual fully functional library now. 2 tops here. So you got something like that where you can walk between the rows, plenty of wiggle room, and it's perfectly even, so that's a dub, right? And then I think the floor here needs to change. So I've got 64 white carpet, so let's see how this ends up looking. All right, there you go. So you've got a nice little walkway now, and then you've got the hot tub over here. It's kind of weird, so I think I'm gonna actually fence off the hot tub a little bit. That way it's not like, you know, perfectly connected. Maybe put a little lantern right in the back. Now, I don't know, should I put something on the top like that? The problem is though, I think you need some sort of a seating area if you're inside of a library like this. So what I like to do is use some of this deep slate to kind of turn these corners into actual reading locations. You know what I mean? Have a little seat right there. Maybe, I don't know, maybe a bench in the middle.
All right, guys, and there we have it. Here is our incredible fern garden. Now, there's a reason that nobody's done this in Minecraft before, I think, because it doesn't look very good. Like, look how uneven all these things grow. But you know what? We have committed to the ferns now, so this is now the fern home. All right, guys,
oh, sorry, my bad. What do you think of the new addition down here? I'm making an underground library for the wealthy owners.
Zach, keeping it with the rich theme, I made a fern garden, and it does not look good, but we've already committed.
Oh, that is weird. I've never seen this before. I don't hate it, but it's weird.
Yeah, if you have any ideas, go for it, because I don't know how to fix it.
This already looks better to me. I think another bench here would look okay. I'm gonna keep it symmetrical. Let's get some stairs so you can actually go back up to the base. What do you think, right here? That's not bad. Yeah, bring it right up here, and then we'll just take our shovel out and we'll turn this all into path blocks, and then this is gonna be a little bit harder than I thought. The snow makes this a nightmare to do. All right, unfortunately, I lost a piece of dirt that fell down into the void down there, and I don't have any more in the inventory, so I'm gonna temporarily plug this up with a piece of wood. I'm gonna hope snow falls on that. Nobody notices that little minor mistake right there. It's gonna be our secret. And then I think to pull this together, we do need just a minor little tiny baby water feature back here. Nothing too crazy. And then I'll extend this back just a little bit right here. And this area is gonna become just a little baby pond. No, again, nothing crazy. You have a little circular path just like this, and the pond's right in the center. So it's gonna be relatively tiny. Like, that's it. I don't want it too big. And then underneath, just some nice grass. Now, is this thing gonna flood? Is this thing gonna freeze? The answer is we don't know. Then with a couple of these sweet berries, I think I might just sprinkle a couple in because we got a lot of ferns. I'm gonna break up that energy a little bit and bring in a little fresh fruit.
Okay, guys, so I'm working in the library and I put some item frames up, but I don't have anything to go in the item frames. I'm thinking though, if I just steal a bookshelf from right here, we'll get 3 books off of it, which we did. And now we can just put the books in the item frames right here and nobody's gonna know. Okay, our problem now is we have a bunch of flower pots with no flowers to put in them. So I'm actually gonna have to go to the outside world and go find some flowers. So, and we already got 2 down. I think we need like 6 of them. So, okay, I see a red, white, and blue beacon in the distance. I'm gonna be heading towards that because I bet that guy has a lot of flowers. Doing a little mini home invader right now. I found this giant mansion right next to us because of the red, white, and blue beacon. And I'm just gonna be home invading his chest really quick. Okay, this guy has absolutely nothing in any of these chests. Okay, man, home invasion 1 was a complete fail. We gotta keep moving until we find some actual flowers we can use. Okay, you know what? I just found a bunch in the woods. These will work just fine.
All right, 3 barrels I'm gonna place down. So getting rid of one of those for a barrel, one of those for a barrel, and then a barrel right here. We'll put some kelp inside the water. Not a normal thing you'd see, grass and kelp, but the barrels really add a lot to it. I mean, look at that. Look at that. Hello, sir.
Hello, sir.
What do you think of my additions out back? What do you think?
Oh, it does look a little bit better. You broke up the ferns. That's what was needed.
I think it's time to put this bad boy on the market, guys, and see how much money we can get for what may be one of my all-time favorite house flips. All right, Isaac, we got a few here. This guy has $4 million.
What are we looking to get out of it today, Zach?
I don't know. What do you think this thing's worth?
I don't know. It is a nice looking cabin. I feel like at least $2 million.
That seems low. Honestly, I've actually set my targets on about $4 million for this sale. Like, I feel like $4 million is pretty fair for this. It's massive. Xiaomi just offered and said how much? How much you looking for? I'm just gonna have them make an offer to see like what they say. That's the best tip in negotiating. Never say your price first. Xiaomi said 50K or less. Bro, I spent more on 50K on just a single stack of wood in here than 50K. I mean, that's ridiculous. We got Lions Boy offering 2.3 million. That's definitely our best offer, Isaac. Lions Boy at 2.3.
I'm always willing to sell over 2 million. Like, it's just at that point you're just hoping for more.
I'll tell him I'll accept it for 2.5 million. Deal if I dance. All right, Lions Boy, get down here wherever this man is. There he is. Here's a little dance for him. Never say no to money, all right? If people want you to dance, you dance. And folks, just like that, Lions Boy sent over $2.5 million, 1.25 for me and Isaac. That's absolutely amazing, guys. I'll see you next time. Peace.